welcome to another The Division video. So this time I'm going to be discussing the incursion modes because they are going to be coming out this week and they are proving to be very, very difficult from what I have heard. There are rumours abound that the beta testers have not even completed the incursion mode. So what do we know? Well, there are 0 checkpoints in the game for incursion modes. So once you die, your whole group dies. That is it. You are wiped back to the start. So that is going to be incredibly, incredibly annoying if you get right to the boss, which I think is an APC, and then you die. Well, you're going to be rage quitting and chucking your Xbox or PS4 controller right through that fucking TV. However, we have had a long time with this game to gear up and prepare for these incursions as we knew they were coming, thankfully. Now, you will need, I think I've read somewhere that it will be about level 31 gear that you will need to take part in this, but I've read that there's a gear score as well, so I'm not sure if there'll be allowances if you haven't got level 31 gloves, for example, or one of your sidearms isn't level 31. So there might be an allowance there for you, but I'm assuming you will very much need to be a level 31. However, shall we discuss what gear and build you will need? So I'm going to hazard a guess that you will definitely need to be a tank / DPS. Now, this is going to be very, very, very difficult to build in a couple of days. However, it'll be okay. So, what are you going to need? What are you going to want? What are you going to want? Well, with me, I have found a kind of halfway house. I've got 2,561 on my firearms, 2,147 on my health, and only 625 on my skill. Well, that gives me a 94.6k DPS and a 64.4k health, which is pretty good because it's a nice balance. With my Vector, I can pretty much take out level 31s with ease, just like they were pretty much easy enemies, and the rest of the enemies are incredibly easy too. So, that's going to be very helpful when you're in the incursions, because you're going to need to take down people very quick. If it's anything like the challenging modes, you will be chucked with first wave agents and possibly a hell of a lot of shotgun dudes who are annoying and need to be dispatched very quickly. So, highly, highly recommend build that DPS. I would like over 100k, but my reroll and the things I've got haven't really helped me out. So I would hazard a guess that you're going to need to have way over 100k for your DPS to survive and actually take out the enemies, which will be pretty decent. Now the health, if you can, get that at least 50,000 in my eyes. You will need to build that up as much as possible, your health. So if you're going to go for this halfway house between tank and like a high health DPS person, then you're going to need that. Now, you could actually go full DPS, but your health will be pretty low, so that only really works if you're in a group. If you're in a group, that's great. Like, if you have a group of dudes who you know and you work with, then build towards that playstyle, but more often than not, you're going to want to play how you want to play. So, I would probably go with the DPS and the health. The skill power, it's okay, but with your abilities, the abilities is the most important part, I believe. So, well, obviously you're going to need first aid. That is literally just obviously a must. So for first aid, you're going to want there is overdose. Overdose is very good. And then you've got the booster shot, which temporarily increases damage for the affected targets in addition to the normal healing effect. Okay, so which one do we want? Well, I would go with the overdose because usually it does go over your health. So obviously you get the overdose, so you get another health bar to help you out quite a lot. So I would go with either Overdose or Booster Shot, as you're going to be an extra damage, etc. But for me, I'm going to go Overdose. Now, next up, you're going to want a thing that will take out enemies or distract them. So you want either a Sticky Bomb, a turret, or a Seeker Mine. So, which one do you want? Well, this depends on how you're building. So if you've got a bit more skill, then the turret and the Seeker Mine will help you out a lot. However, this is all about getting damage very, very quickly. So I would highly recommend getting the Sticky Bomb, because that will do quite a lot of damage very, very quickly. And also, we must note that it's got about 10 seconds cooldown less than the other two things. So that can only be increased if your skill level is a bit higher. So if you sacrifice a bit of your DPS or a bit of your health, then that's going to help you out greatly. So which modification do you want? Well, the cooldown for the Flashbang mod on it is only 41 seconds. And then you've got the cooldown on the Proximity Fuse at 46. So, well, it depends on what you want. Like, the Flashbang will actually just really flashbang them. It's not going to damage them. So you could have the one where it gives you the massive damage, or you could just go with the base or the proximity. The proximity is only 45, so that could let you set up traps or whatever. So I'd probably go with the Proximity Fuse if it was me. So then you've got your signature skill. I'm going to go Survival Link. It works very, very well. It's the best one in my opinion. And you can also depend upon which gear you're going to use for bringing that actual cooldown for that down. So you can build it around that. So let's discuss our talents that we will be using for this. Now these are going to go around damage resistance and also helping your allies, because, well, if all of you die, then you're fucked and you've gone back to the fucking start. So I would go with Adrenaline, so you can use a medikit when you're not at full health to receive an overheal. So that combined with your overheal skill for your actual heal is absolutely wicked, and it works a bloody treat, lads. So next up we've got Critical Save. So use a medkit during low health to increase damage resistance by 40% for 10 seconds. Now that my friends is very helpful. And then we also have the On the Move. So if you are rolling around, if you're trying to backtrack and you kill an enemy, you're going to have a reduce for incoming damage at 30% for 10 seconds. That's pretty darned good. So if you're fourth one, you can pretty much do whatever you want, really. Those are the best ones, I think, so far. And then really just pick one that will suit your playstyle or suit your gear. So that's it, really. You want to have a lot of critical chance on your guns. That'd be very helpful. Respec using your Phoenix credits or whatever to build this. But anyway, this is all speculation because obviously it's not out, but this is an educated guess based on challenge modes and just how hard they are. So I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope it works for you. Hit a like if you are looking forward to playing the Incursion modes, and hit a comment if you have anything to say. So, goodbye.